He is the reason for STYLESIGHT, the innovator of this company. I'd also like to thank today's sponsors, Women's Wear Daily and Footwear News, as well as Thor Equity. So now I'm proud to introduce Sharon Graubard. Sharon joined us in July, and she's from the SP Trend Lab, as many of you know, and it's really been an honor to work with her. She's a fantastic woman, and she's the creator of the ESP Edit. So she's now with us, analyzing, editing the runway with a fantastic team of content members. And what's great about this runway roadmap is it's really Sharon's baby. This is a new product that we featured on the site. It launched last Tuesday, and it is out of this world. You know, Sharon really brings a diverse background. She was telling me that she's worked in every aspect of the industry. I was blown away when she told me, we're talking about costume designer, to journalist, to textile colorist, to illustrator, you name it, Sharon has done it. So she brings her wealth of knowledge to this company and to this presentation that you're about to see now. So thank you, everyone, and let's start the show.
Thank you, Andrea. I have been, of course, killing the spring collections. We have analyzed the collections from every point of view, from ready to wear every item down to makeup and fingernails. So we have really mined the collections for the important items. But Runway Roadmap is a little bit different. Here, we really find the themes permeating the collections. And I like to pick 5 themes and kind of guess at the influences behind what the designers are thinking. Every season it seems like something emerges that's kind of the guiding spirit for that season. And this time it was definitely Bonnie Cashin. Bonnie Cashin, mother of American sportswear, and she called herself a practical dreamer. If you see the look from Marnie in the center of your screen, it kind of sums up everything that's going on right now. Bonnie Cashin was responsible for so much of the way we dress today. She was the first one to use layers, and we're going to see layers in soft grunge. She was the first one to use ethnic garments like ponchos and kimonos in modern ways, and we're going to see ethnic looks in bongo bakongo. Bonnie studied dance when she was young, and we're going to see active wear transformed into everyday wear in body and soul. And Bonnie wished that she could make a tweed out of a bird's nest and a spider web. She was very influenced by nature, and we're going to look at nature and moody nature. But we're going to start with studio art, which is where Bonnie's spirit really lives. Bonnie wrote her own copy for her ads, and one of her ads said, "A good thing is a great thing forever. I don't like in and out things." And I think this concept is so important right now, this concept of things that go in and things that go out. We're not looking at trends in the same way anymore. We don't want landfills full of cheap, poorly made, fast fashion. We are looking at adding value even to mass market clothing through designer collaborations, higher quality workmanship, timeless styling, and also the rediscovery of heritage brands. I would love to see somebody bring back Bonnie Cashin, by the way. Her label is not being used at the moment. So it's all about this kind of timeless, slightly rustic materials. I said it was mid-century fashion editor meets chic art teacher. That's the kind of a look I like to present at a local pottery class. So it's very rustic, it's very arty, but it's very polished. It's very, very chic. The next trend is soft grunge. And it's soft grunge because it takes that layering ethic of 90s grunge. You could see in the upper right the original fashion shoot from Stephen Meisel of the Marc Jacobs for Perry Ellis grunge collection. We took that layering of Seattle grunge and made it feminine this time. Layered over pants, other kinds of little sweaters layered on top. Very much a 1960s look from Ossie Clark. And that's the look. We said the look is runaway bride wears her entire trousseau on her back while boarding a plane for Morocco. Next trend, bongo bakongo. And for this trend, we're taking all kinds of things that are African. This is a clique of dandies that has been going on since the turn of the century when the French colonized the Congo, the French Belgians, and they were all dandied out. Even the safari pieces are not so stiff and tailored, they're drapey. So that sarong influence kind of comes together with the tailored pieces. What do we see on the runway? We see that kind of Yves Saint Laurent influence in the safari looks. We see insect skins and reptile skins from Alexander McQueen, so we see the creatures of the jungle. We see the African sapeur, perfectly translated by Paul Smith. So it's kind of Congolese dandy meets Afrobeat dancer on I was thinking of Diane Fossey, you know, and the guerrilla research. Here's another trend that's been kicking around for a while. High performance classics become high style basics. We've been influenced by activewear now for many years, but this is the way we dress. So we're really grounding these looks in with this kind of sturdy footwear, whether it's a corset look, whether it's a bulletproof vest look from Balenciaga. The anorak is important. You see it from Alexander Wang. The sport bra we're going to talk about. The scuba looks from Prada, and again, that drapey look from Victoria Bartlett. And for accessories for body and soul, I love the bags that look like footballs or punching bags, the backpack coming back, and lots of open-toed sneakers, taping, athletic tape, stretch fabrics, and Velcro used for the footwear. I also love the the very tall sneakers from Jean-Paul Gaultier on the right. And all the accessories really come from sports. They look like tennis wristlets or sweatbands, or sunglasses look like goggles. So we said shapely scuba diver meets Grecian goddess at high school football practice. Okay, we're on to the last trend, moody nature. It's moody, it's sometimes disturbing nature. So what is the look? I tried to kind of create a haiku here. So it's delicate gray moth meets stream eroded rock beneath a stormy sky. And that's kind of the look. You know, the fabrics look like gray moths, not the extravagant butterfly of bongo bakongo, but the humble gray moth. So here's our delicate gray moth from the Starn twins. The colors are very grayed out, almost like a landscape at dawn with mist over it. And we love this palette for trans. We see this as a beautiful way to go into fall with these softer earthen colors. For accessories, here we're seeing some lace, some mesh. Everything to me looks like a spider web and a bird's nest. I love the shoe from Valentino. Oddly enough, moody nature is a very romantic trend. It's like a Deborah Turbeville photo. It's funny. After all the moodiness, when we take all the colors apart and arrange them in color families, I get a happy feeling. I get a feeling of optimism. So even though there's that perturbing feeling, as Gianfranco suggested, underneath it all there's a happiness, there's a feeling of optimism, and that's what it's all about.